Well. I'm not used to making a full-on video about me yapping. About me, per se. Sure, I've done update videos, but nothing like this. But anyways, hello everyone. I hope you're all having a great day today. In this video, I just wanted to talk about my life with Transformers. As I've posted throughout my YouTube community posts, I wanted to strive towards a different change for my videos in terms of the content. Transformers, obviously. But I don't want this to entirely be the end of my video game content. Obviously, because of Transformers games and shit like that, but just variety of games. Like I don't want this to be the end of that kind of content, but definitely just taking a break from it. But I will at some point bring it back because games like Elden Ring Night Rain that came out of fucking nowhere, and I definitely have more questions and answers. Like, why the hell is Nameless King back? Still very hyped for the game, but what the fuck is going on? And of course, once they bring the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron games, I am definitely getting on that shit. I grew up with those games. Well, from the Activision games from Revenge of the Fallen on the PlayStation 3 to Rise of the Darkspark.
What? No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
Yes, I know. All things aside, it's time to embrace this new chapter of my channel. Now, to get into the actual Transformers stuff of the video. I mean, I can't really I can't really say much about the beginning, because who the hell remembers when they were like 1 or 2? All I can say is that when my mom told me is that my first childhood addiction was Cars. And I'm assuming because of the fact that these robots can turn into these vehicles and other shit didn't help that for me. Since that day, my love for Transformers has grown. But I feel like the main thing that started it was the live action movies. But ever since then, I have expanded quite a bit more. uh, well, mainly for my collection. In terms of the shows and stuff, I still need to catch up on that. Like I mentioned before, I grew up with the live action movies, so I do have a soft spot for the first 3 movies, anyways. I like most of the designs from the movie, although unfortunately, in the later movies, they just made the designs not entirely toy friendly. And we'll get into that in a moment, because I don't want to make a whole ass separate video for this, just because I only want to talk about my opinions on this one time. But to this day, my favorite piece of Transformers media is still Transformers Prime. I grew up with that show, and that show was the fucking best. Like it's still like one of the best, if not the best, piece of Transformers media out there. But I still surprisingly have a couple figures from Transformers Prime. Uh we have Mega Flop, Soundwave, and this arm of Laserback. Besides that, the only other Transformers media I watched was just a slight bit of Beast Wars. Of course, me being a movie fan and all that, I really got into the CD series line, and that's where a bulk of my collection has been from. Unfortunately, because of that, I missed out on a lot of what Siege had to offer. Because the only thing to me at that time that mattered was the movie toys and all that. I did try Siege with Crosshairs and Redwing. With these two figures, I realized what I was missing out on. I do plan to get more. I did actually find a Siege Starscream this year, so that was pretty nice to get that. And which is currently my definitive G1 Starscream. I did have the Earthrise one, but I gave that to a friend. And since I've had experience with both molds, I can say for sure the Siege mold is the better one. Although Earthrise gave us the Conehead, so pick and choose. Pick and choose. I do want to try to find more of these old figures that I missed out on later on, but let's just say Hasbro keeps cooking. 'Cause what the fuck? Why are these so good? Why is Age of the Primes, the first wave of Age of the Primes, so fucking good? And also Studio Series, I'm still, as always, excited for when they have new reveals and such. But whenever these figures come, there's always going to be that one controversial one. Unfortunately, that's the Studio Series Night Optimus. And look, I'm sure I could have made a whole separate video from this, but I didn't want to. I'm tired of the negativity just because of this one toy. Toy. Um, I don't know, like I understand the complaints and all that, but I don't get the hate. The designs in the later Bayverse movies were just becoming less and less and less toy friendly. And Night Optimus suffers from that because of how complex the design is, to where there's no kibble besides the smokestacks. But for me, I am surprised with how much they were able to accomplish with this figure compared to the others. For me, I'm surprised about the kibble management. I thought it would be more of a mess, but they actually, in my eyes, they did pretty well with it. Also, the accessories with a great sword. The Energon sword I could care less about, but it's a nice addition. And the shield. We have not had a Night Optimus shield that does the gun gimmick thing from the movie. I'm surprised they even went the extra mile to even incorporate that. They could have just left the shield and I would have been fine. But no, they had to do the shield thing. Both modes look really good. The robot is more clean than I thought it would be, and the truck, besides the fact that you can see the legs from the trailer bit or the truck bit or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know cars that well. I'm sorry. um but like the truck looks really clean. But I also just want to acknowledge with the Studio Series Night Optimus, this is a company that has to deal with budget constraints, with paint, the quality of plastic, and all that, and other limitations and requirements. Because it's for kids. This is also has because this company also has to take in consideration for the kids as well. Joe Hasbro isn't a fucking third party or masterpiece company. Joe Hasbro makes toys for both kids and adults to collect. Why are people making this sound like it's the end of the fucking world? If you want a kibbleless Night Optimist, just go spend the extra money for the third party options instead of getting butthurt over a toy that is meant for both kids and adults. And like I said, I understand the complaints. I just don't understand the hate. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about this again. Because I'm sick and tired of the negativity. Anyways, to get back into my history of Transformers, 2021 definitely changed things for me in terms of my perspectives. Um, sure, I was still collecting from Studio Series, obviously. Why wouldn't I? Um, I did get a couple figures from Earthrise. Unfortunately, not much because I was still prioritizing Studio Series, which is unfortunate because I missed out on Sunstreaker. God damn it! When the Studio Series 86 subline began, that is when my perspectives about collecting changed. You see, like just throughout my time growing up with Transformers, I never got into G1. Uh, but once the 86 subline kicked in, besides 86 Scourge and Blur, I got every figure from that first wave of 86 characters. And alongside that, watched the 86 movie. Besides knowing why the film happened, just so they can make new toys, I thought it was actually an okay movie. But I'll save those thoughts for another video, which is literally going to be the next video after this. But because of that, I got into G1. As of today, I'm still on season 2 of the original show. I just haven't made more time to watch season 2, but I do plan to finish at least season 2 this year. The next year and a half after 2021, my collection kept growing. I did collect a few figures from Kingdom and then Legacy afterwards, and obviously Studio Series. But it was definitely getting to a point where I realized I didn't have any friends to really share like my passion with or anything. But uh when August of 2023 came around, that's when things changed. uh my senior year of high school had begun during this time, and I don't remember if it was exactly the first day or if it was like the first week or second week of this school year, but it was my seventh period ceramics. It was from this class where I would meet the guy uh, that actually changed my life for the better and became good friends after that. And as he has been in my more recent videos, the one and only Dave the Talking Pig. Like I said, I don't remember which day it was, but I was wearing my Transformers Rise of the Beast shirt, and he actually noticed the shirt. And the question that he asked that would start friendship was if I was into Transformers. I can't say if that was word for word, but that's essentially what he said. And it's weird. I made friends because of Transformers. That was not something I actually thought would happen, but it did, and changed my life for the better. um, we did have multiple classes together. We just didn't realize it, but we also had video production and art the same year as well, which in video production he introduced me to one of his friends, Paper Jody, and the rest of that friend group. And um, being in that group meant a lot to me because I didn't really have friends after 6th grade because I had trust issues, I pushed people away, and I felt like a complete asshole. um, but it meant a lot to finally say that I had friends again that I could call my own. Um, it also meant a lot to both Dave the Talking Pig and Paper Jody talked about something that I also uh, which also meant a lot to me, which was the fact that because of my passion for Transformers, it got Dave the Talking Pig back into Transformers, but it also made Paper Jody a new fan of Transformers. Which it was surprising to me. Not only because I got someone back into Transformers, but I also brought in a new fan to Transformers. Like how often do you do something like that to where your passion inspired others? Um However, something I do want to acknowledge, because if I didn't make it so obvious just throughout my channel as of last year, but another thing that also kept my passion going for Transformers was the stop motions. I grew up with stop motions that of course the characters were Transformers in it, but I was always fascinated in stop motion to see how it worked, how I guess just everything worked with stop motion. And I guess it wasn't really until February or March of 2024 that I would decide to try it one time, see how it goes and all of that. And I thought it was I thought it was a success. For me, it was successful in the fact that I am following my passion, and I just wanted to make more, do more, improve, and all of that. And this was also one of the turning points to making more Transformers content. But there was another inspiration for me in terms of going into this new phase of my channel. On the Constructicons stop motion, I got an unexpected comment from someone who was much larger in the Transformers community on YouTube. This unexpected comment came from TF Fanpage, or T Fanpage. I don't know how he says it, but still. I honestly didn't believe it in terms of getting a comment from someone more popular in the community. And also, I didn't know if it was like a fan account or something. But once I double checked, I was in shock. I I honestly felt honored that someone uh this popular and higher in the community acknowledged something I did. um I know it was just a simple comment, but to me it meant uh, to me it meant a lot. And I just thank you. Thank you, TF. Thank you, TF fan page. It meant a lot, even though it was just a simple comment. It means a lot, and thank you. Your content is great, and you're just amazing. So shout outs to you too, man. Besides the negativity that this year has brought, I'm still pretty excited for what this year holds. In terms of Transformers, anyways, everything else, everything else kind of seems like a mixed bag, but we'll see how that goes. I know this video was just me yapping about Transformers and my life with Transformers, but like I said, I just want people to understand where I come from within the Transformers fan base. But I also just wanted to explain my passion for all the Transformers content that I have brought so far, and how I still want to continue it. If you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you for listening to me rap. Pack it up. No. But I just want to say thank you for sticking around and listening to me yap. And I am grateful for all of you. Either if you just joined in to this channel, or if you have been sticking around for a while, or even till the very beginning, I am thankful for all of you, and I can't wait to explore this new journey with all of you. In terms of the next video, as I have mentioned before in a couple of my community posts, I am gonna rank all of the Transformers movies, which does also include that Transformers Prime one, because it feels like it just feels like a lot of people don't actually know of its existence. But see you all next week as we continue to explore this new journey that's more than meets the eye. I know, I said the thing. Okay, anyways, take care everyone.